in Romans, I love this verse. It says, where sin abounds, what? Grace abounds all the more. This verse is so powerful. Another translation says, when sin increases, grace increases all the more. It almost sounds like unfair, right? When you, like another way of translating is like, where you sin a lot, grace abounds a lot. That's like the Bible for Dummies translation. When you sin a lot, there's a lot of grace too. Like that's like the Bible for Dummies translation of this. But if you read in Romans 6, people take this verse and they don't understand it, because in Romans 6, Paul had to say, shall we continue in sin so that grace may abound? So Paul basically assumes people are gonna look at this verse and say, when sin increases, grace increases, and they're gonna take their evil minds and say, well, then why don't I just keep sinning so then I keep getting grace? Do you see that logic? If I increase sin and grace increases, why not just increase sin so grace can increase? And Paul says, no, by no means. Do you not know that those who were baptized into Christ were baptized into his death? We were buried, therefore, with him by death into baptism, in order that just as Christ was raised from the dead by the glory of the Father, we too might walk in newness of life. What's that mean? Jesus is saying, when you accepted Christ, not only did Christ die for you, but you died with him on the cross. Not only was Christ crucified for you, you were crucified with him. So how could you live in sin when you're dead to self? Why would you go back to the mud when you've been delivered out of it? That's as foolish as a dog going back to his vomit. So God says, no, you're a new creation. Although, yes, when you sinned and grace abounded, that's not a license for sin. It's just a demonstration of his love to empower you to die to the power of sin. And so the rest of Romans 6 says, hey, sin has no more dominion over you. You're no longer in the bondage of sin. It's like having the chains come off and the prison door open, and why would you stay in that prison cell? Because if you've accepted Christ, guess what? The chains came off and the door came open. So why stay in the cell? Walk out. Walk in the new life of the Spirit.